So with that, it's now time for us to meet Emirates Post Group, who is launching its new fintech arm called FintX, actually now during GITEX. Now, FintX is going to contribute to an enhanced and effective fintech ecosystem here in the UAE, and that is by transforming its existing financial services and companies and also launching new ventures and partnerships, and also acting as an incubator for fintech innovation. And here to talk more about this, I want to say a warm welcome to Mr. Ahmed Al Awadi, who is Managing Director and CEO of FintX.
Looking for the clicker. It's okay, maybe we can start. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Very happy to be here. I'll take you through my presentation today. It's a keynote related to FintX. Before we start, let me ask a question. How many of you had heard of FintX before? Okay, don't feel bad, because today, as she said, we are officially launching FintX in GITEX. In my presentation, I need to change the pages. All right, I'll start and little technical problem. It's okay. See the vibrant color, you enjoy it now. Technical error. It's okay, we're getting more people until I start. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Let's start the keynote. FintX is the fintech initiative of Emirates Post Group to consolidate all of its financial services companies and the new initiative FinTech related in the UAE and beyond. In my presentation today, I'll be dividing it into three parts. First, I'll talk about FintX, a bit more details about FintX. Then I'll talk about the ecosystem that we want to play in and how we define our own ecosystem. And at the end, moving forward, I'll be talking about how we want to get into that and how we want to venture into FinTech domain. So let's start with the first one. As I said at the beginning, it's an Emirates Post Group initiative to consolidate all of its financial services under one portfolio. And the ambition is also to expand and do fintech-related businesses and ventures to cover within the UAE and beyond the UAE. So how did we get here? I think it's important to talk a little about the history and where we are today and what we've done in the current 2 years and what's the future. So on the timeline, we start at 1982, and this is the year that Wall Street Exchange was established by some entrepreneur in the UAE, and the purpose of that was to have a brick and mortar stores everywhere in the UAE to do financial services, and at that time mostly exchange and money remittance. Later on, the same company in 2004 found that a lot of business is going about money transfer, so they established their own MTO, money transfer operator, to expand into that and to reach outside, and also to do B2B business, not only business related to Wall Street. Emirates Post Group in year 2004 2005 acquired the majority stake of Wall Street, and then in 2012 they acquired 100% stake of Wall Street. Now between the year 2012 and 2021, Wall Street expanded and grew very quickly, and they expanded in their presence in the UAE, in the products they offer. They also expanded within instant cash with the offering related to money transfer. The B2B business has while I'm talking, we are doing some major transformational business within both of them. The money transfer will have an open API very soon that will make it very easy. And by doing that, we'll not be only providing remittance by individuals from a country to a country, from a person to a person, then we can tap into the corporate, to the government, and the number moves from being in billions into trillion. It's huge, huge opportunity that we can play if we have the right technology. So transforming the current business is extremely important. Then after that, we want to create things. And we talked about the products or the services provided by others. These are things that we can create on our own, and we can use it in our portfolio, but not necessarily within the company. The gentleman here talked about how you can, as an incumbent, have a fintech in your company. It's difficult. So it's very important to be able to execute that as a standalone and as a separate company, at the same time provide them all the support that you could from the incumbent company. Another way is to partner. I think we all agree that partnering is becoming more necessary, and it gives you the edge and it improves your go-to-market compared to doing things on your own. And the last methodology is to invest. There are a lot of startups coming with great ideas, great technology. They need a company to invest or incubator to bring them in, giving them the opportunity, give them the capital they need, but at the same time give them additional things that many other people don't have, which is the existing services, existing business, space, admin support, whatever other support they need to get there. And most importantly is the license. The license is extremely important. So other than transforming, the three other methodologies are the way we want to venture into the new businesses and the way we want for fintech to move forward. Now, talking about ventures, you cannot just take your incumbent hat and assume that you can venture, right? It's a totally different domain, different way of doing things. So we thought of showing three most important things or mindset or elements that we need to have to start changing and venturing. And the first one is the mindset, right? The venture mindset. I don't know what it means. It means you do something different than what you were doing in the past, right? For me, it's more like accepting more risk when you look at the business, right? For some other people, it's thinking big. Some people say think outside the box. So you have to think differently. The same way you were thinking, it's not the second element is collaboration. I think it's very clear that you need to collaborate. You cannot do everything on your own, right? You need to take and give, right? End of the day, it doesn't have to be 90%, 10%. Sometimes it's more like 50-50. It's easy to say, but honestly, it's very difficult. In the past, I used to be somehow controlling two entities, and I spent like a whole year trying to make them work together, and it didn't work. And the reason is that everyone wants to take the majority of the benefit, and he doesn't want to give the other, right? So collaboration is not that easy, but we need to have that mindset to be able to succeed. And the last one is disruption. And the iPhone here is just to give you an example of how big companies at one time, they disrupted their own and created a product that can disrupted the other products. But that comes with a strategy, with a long-term strategy, knowing exactly what you're doing, right? So these are three ways of venturing. Now, I'm very much toward the end of my presentation. So what are the three takeaways out of this presentation? The first one is that we are building an ecosystem that has an accumulation of product and services all under one roof. Number two is that we have an ecosystem that's geared for existing businesses and for new businesses and startups. Number three is within our ecosystem, we would like to partner with people. We want to collaborate. We want to partner with people. We want to work together. We want to have a journey that we can both go through it together and become successful. Thank you very much for your time. We have a booth here, so you're most welcome. If you have any question, please stop by. We can answer. If you don't have question, come and meet us. We can listen to you and understand what you're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Al Awadi, for such a thorough presentation, and congratulations to FintX. And we'll be seeing more of you because you're now joining a panel. So do take a seat and take some water.